Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, September 2nd, day 2 of this vlog challenge I've set up for myself. And so today was, well, it was a day. It took a long time for me to get out of my funk, to get rolling this morning. It was hard to do. I'm still not, I'm just not myself, but I am managing today. Yesterday I wasn't doing so hot. But so today, this morning was, I didn't go to sleep until well after midnight, last night, and then I didn't stay asleep all night long. In fact, I don't even know how long I actually slept. So I had to get up. Finally at 7:30 I decided to roll out of bed, and because I had to take my daughter to work and pick up my grandson, and so it's been a rough day, but I did it. I managed to get through, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of some of the therapy that I do to help get myself moving, to try to feel better, make the day better. And that is, I am very connected to the earth and its energies. And so that is why my tagline is live from the earth, play in the dirt. You gather your energy. I gather energy from the earth. And so today I decided that I was going to be outside, gathering that energy from being in the dirt. So, and that does help. I'm not even exaggerating that in the least. But this is what we did, or what I did actually. This through here was all tilled by me. So I went out and got my tiller out. Technically I'm still on restrictions until at least the 15th, but that's okay. I said I don't care. I have to do this. So I tilled up a good section of my garden so that I can plant some seed in it. Now we're pretty well in a drought at this point, and so this dirt was extremely hard and compacted, and it took a lot of work, physical work, for me to run that tiller, especially trying to get it to eat through the dirt like that. And as I was out here, I was just thinking, I failed so much this year, this season, this growing season. I have failed my homestead. I have failed my family, and with putting up food stores. And I will just say that it is a big downer, when you feel that way, and it's hard not to feel that way when you don't accomplish your goals. So another thing that I will add is that I've had some comments about maybe I should medicate myself, go get medicated by a doctor. Maybe I should see a therapist. Maybe I should, I need to learn, or I need to be able to actually not only execute my plans and whatnot, but follow through to complete them. So I kind of want to address that. Medicines do not work for everyone. They don't work for me. I have been suffering with depression and anxiety since I was probably 14 years old. I did not have the easiest childhood growing up. I did not have a wonderful time in high school. I was, it wasn't a good time for me. So that's really where my depression and anxiety started. And then after the birth of each of my children, the postpartum depression set in, and it just made it worse. I have been on and off medications for years, and they just don't work for me. They'll work for a very short time, and then they're just not any good anymore. And I don't want to be medicated so heavily that I can't feel and experience my life, because I would rather suffer with the sadness and trying to push through all of that stuff, the sadness, the anxiety, the letdown, I guess. I would rather try to push through all of that than to be medicated to the point where I don't feel anything. That's not living either. Therapy. I've not tried to go to a counselor and or a therapist of any sort, whether they be a psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever. I've not tried any of that, and the reason for that is because therapy is very expensive, and the insurance that I have is Medicare. I would have a copay that I could not afford. So that is part of the reason why I don't partake in therapy. So I try to find other ways to conduct my own therapy, being outside and connecting with the earth. That is a therapy for me. And trying to surround myself with people who are loving and supporting, and especially my family and my very close friends. That's my therapy. Those are the people I need to be. Those are the people I vent to. Those are the people that I share my concerns and my feelings and my thoughts with on a daily basis. And there are times where I feel like I'm terribly alone, and I don't have those, and I don't feel like I can divulge absolutely everything. So yes, an impartial person would be fantastic to have, but I don't really have that luxury. So being the nurse that I am, or that I was in the past, I've had a lot of psychology, and I still do a lot of research. And I mean, the facts are out there, everybody. You can look up so many different articles, studies, medical journals online, reputable ones, mind you. And you can see the studies that have been done, and that sometimes it's not as simple as taking a pill. And sometimes it's not as simple as going and talking to somebody, impartial, because there are, hello mosquito, there are roadblocks along the way for most people. And so it's hard to get, and it's hard for people who don't suffer through this stuff to understand it. Because if you don't suffer with these, with a mental health condition of any sort, then you're not going to fully understand. And so my message today is that I was able to turn my mood around just a little bit, enough that I could enjoy the day and enjoy being outside today. And I enjoyed, even though my grandson was, I'd like to say, up my butt all day long, and was frustrating me with, Mima, I want this, or Mima, I want that, seemed like every 5 minutes. But I'm glad he was here, because it just gave me something different to focus on. And so I absolutely recommend to people who suffer from depression, I'm telling you, that being around family and friends and knowing that you're loved helps tremendously. It doesn't cure it, but it can help you get through a day. So understand that you are not alone, and we all battle our depression, our anxiety, our mental health. We all battle those things differently, and our symptoms are different. They're not always the same. It's not a cookie cutter disorder. It's just not. It is very real to the person going through it, and I don't really know what else to tell you other than hang in there and know that you're not alone, and there is somebody out there that will help you, even if it's just a shoulder to cry on, or someone to scream at and just say, I understand. I empathize with you. Sometimes that's all it takes. Anyway, I hope you had a wonderful day. This is a much longer video, but I'm not editing. It's going right up to see you guys. And know that I'm wishing you many blessings for good mental health, and just for life in general. And know that I send you my love and many blessings and big, gentle hugs. So live from the earth and play in the dirt.